It's week 16 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. We're just moments away from the action on Sunday night Primetime.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida.
Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watched last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, yeah. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I'm not going going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Achane. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now it's Tua. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Carry number 1 of this one for Isaiah Spiller. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Stroud. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And that will be a 1st down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Stroud. That's caught. It's Isaiah Spiller. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Spiller. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Tua gonna hold on to this, and No place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. To throw is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. 2nd and 7. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 23 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now, Stroud. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a second down. Stroud to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's going to be brought down on what will be a Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's 2. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dragons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards, he just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And good hard running will get him down, close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
The Dragons offense and Isaiah Spiller getting set for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. We'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
2 yards on the play. And the Tokyo first
a run here with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now Spiller. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Eating the tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. 2 and out on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On comes the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This fielded inside the 35. Yeah! And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this complete to his tight end, Bowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons will open up a 13-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll go play action with Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The defense has got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Third and 6. Now Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. And that will be a first down. Stroud going to set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A second down throw for Stroud. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On second down, Stroud. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now, Stroud. To the left side. Catch made by McConkey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Yeah!
Mike, you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to, or working as a runner instead.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Dragons. That touchdown number 30 on the year, one shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tua. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
At the 28-yard line.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Samuel brought in motion. From the gun, here's Tua. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. To the air again, Tungo Bailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
One more time, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 33-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Dolphins cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The visitors' offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Open man downfield, he's got his tight end, Bowers. And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tight end motioning left. On play action, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Dragons. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Next to score, Dragons 33, Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's 2. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. Run the draw with H.A. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Tua gonna throw. That's taken in by H.A. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Dragons. The PAT, up and good. And the Dragons add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Tua. He'll tuck it and take off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Tua. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Oh, and he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and 5. from the shotgun. C.J. Stroud. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure they needed to take the timeout, but we'll take it with them. This one is good. He knocks it through. So it's a win for our visitors. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from South Florida.